So guys, now we'll start with the LangSmith demo. So this is another ecosystem from the LangChain. So they have created this amazing LLMops platform. This is called actually LangSmith. So here I'm going to show you how we can build, monitor and trace our LLM powered application, okay, with the help of this LangSmith platform. So let's see the practical demo of this LangSmith. So what is LangSmith? So LangSmith is a it's an ecosystem, okay? It's an ecosystem of LangChain. So LangChain has different ecosystem. I already told you. So LangChain has different ecosystem, like LangServe is there, LangGraph is there. So LangSmith is one of them, okay? LangSmith, and this is a LLMops platform, okay? LLMops platform they have developed. So with the help of this LangSmith, what we can perform, guys? We can do the monitoring. Okay, we can do the debug, we can do the like tracing, okay, even you can also perform the evaluation, okay, evaluation of your application. So this is a little bit advanced one. We'll also try to discuss, okay, how we can perform the evaluation of our application. So in this actually session, I'll be showing you how we can monitor, debug and tracing our application. Let's say if you are creating any kinds of application, at the end you also need to integrate these kinds of LLMops tools so that you can get to know, okay, so what is going on inside your application. You can get the entire experiment there. Okay, let's say many people will ask like how we can trace our cost, like how much it is charging, okay, based on the request I'm sending to the model. So each and everything you can monitor, okay. So these kinds of functionality LangSmith usually provides, okay. So LangChain has created one amazing platform called LangSmith. So with the help of that, you can monitor, debug, trace and evaluation your LLM powered application, okay. So for this, we'll be using this particular LangSmith platform, and this is called LLMops platform, okay. LangChain has created. Fine. So now what I will show you guys, I think practical demo would be better, because what I believe in practical, unless and until I'm not showing you the practical, things would be more difficult. So first of all, we'll see the practical demo. So I already prepared the code and everything, okay. I'll just execute and I will show you, okay, how we can configure with the LangSmith and all, and how we can monitor, debug and trace our application, okay. So for this, we'll be first of all opening the LangChain website, okay. So let me just open the LangChain website. So I'll open the LangChain website. So the first thing, you have to create one account in the LangChain website, guys, okay. So everyone, if you don't have the account, first of all, try to create one account in the LangChain website. So for me, I already have the account. If you don't have the account, guys, just try to sign up with your email address and you will be getting one account. So for me, I already have the account. I'll just try to do the sign up here. See, for me, it will automatically log in. See, okay. So initially we'll see these kinds of interface, but for me, see, I already created actually one project here. I was tracking one project. That's why you can see this particular project name. But if you're opening for the first time, you will see that it would be completely empty dashboard. Okay. Now the first thing what you have to do, guys. So you can see this is the LangSmith platform. Now you can also open up the documentation. I think so. They have also given the documentation link somewhere. So let me open the documentation. See, this is the documentation. So this is the LangSmith documentation. So here they have already written, with the help of LangSmith, it's a platform for building production grade LLM application. It allows you to closely monitor, evaluate your application, so you can ship quickly with the confidence. Use of LangChain is not necessary. LangSmith works on its own. That means you don't need to configure so many things here. Only you just need to set some environment variable and all, and everything will be tracing automatically. Okay. Even they have also given some example like how we can install it. Okay, so if you're using LangChain, so you don't need to install LangSmith separately. Okay, it will be working fine. Now you have to create the API key of the LangSmith. Then after that, you have to set it as an environment variable. And if you're using any other operating system, you can also export it. Okay, and they have also given some of the demo. But again, I told you LangChain documentation is a little bit complex for the beginner. So first of all, see my code example. Okay, whatever application I'm showing you, first of all, try to see, then try to go through the documentation. Okay, even they have already given the like tutorial related evaluation, prompt engineering. Okay, even they have also integrated LangGraph like cloud. if you want to, let's say, integrate the lang serve and all, you can also do it. Okay, but as of now it's not required. We'll be using the LangSmith for the monitoring our application. Okay, this is our main objective. So for these guys, first of all, let's create one API key. And how to create the API key? So for this, open up your dashboard, and left hand side you will see there is a setting option. Okay, now click on the setting option. Now here you can create the API key. Okay, see there is an option, create an API key. So if you don't have the API key, guys, just try to create an API key. For me, I already created. Okay, so you can see for me I already created. So let me, what I can do, I can delete this API key. The API key actually I created, I can delete it. Now I'll be creating a new one. So create API key, you can give the name. Let's say I'll give my key, and create it as a personal access token, and create the API key, and make sure you copy it and paste it inside your env file. Okay, now see, this is my env file, and here you have to write this particular key name, LangChain API key. Okay, inside that you have to paste this particular key. So let me paste my key. Okay, don't use my key, guys. I'll try to remove it after this session. Okay, just try to create your own API key and try to mention here. Then you have to give another key, which is nothing but LangChain project. That means the experiment actually it will be tracking, right? So it will save as a project. So you have to give the project name. So by default, whatever name actually you'll be providing here, it will use that particular name. So here I will give let's say my LLM app. The previous I already created one app called my LLM app. Now what I can do, I can, let's say, change it. So I'll give test. Okay, test app. So I've given this name. You can give any name. Okay, it's up to you. Now let me save, and it's done. Now let's create out. Now what you can do, you can create a Jupyter notebook. So for me, I already created a Jupyter notebook, guys. You can see, and I have already written the code example. Okay, how we can use this particular LangSmith. So again, these are the code snippet. I think you are already familiar with. I already explained everything inside LangChain. Okay, so here I'm importing operating system library, then chat OpenAI, because we'll be using the chat completion model. Then chat prompt template, HTR, output parser. Okay, then load env. So I think you are already familiar with these are the packages. Okay, now let me import them. Now the next thing, you have to load the like secret credential. Okay, you have to load the OpenAI API key. You have to load the LangChain API key. Okay, and you can, in case you can also use any other model. You can use Grok model. Okay, any other model you can use. So here I'm using the OpenAI model. And so if you're using LangSmith, one I mean, things you have to assign, which is nothing but LangChain tracing v2 is equal to true. So if you go to the documentation of LangServe, let me show you. So if I go to the documentation, so they're telling, see here. So this one, LangChain tracking v2 is equal to true. You have to provide this particular statement. Okay, if you're not providing, your execution won't be logged inside LangSmith. Okay, that means it won't be tracing. But if you're giving it as true, it will automatically start tracing your experiment. Okay, so this is super important, guys, and this is what you have to remember in LangSmith. Okay, nothing else. Everything will take care by LangChain only. Got it? Now see here I have mentioned LangChain underscore trace tracking underscore v2 is equal to true. And why v2? Because we are using second generation of LangChain. Okay, second generation of LangChain. That's why we have given the v2 version 2. Got it? Now let me load the environment. Now here I'm creating the chat prompt template. I think you know what is chat prompt template. If I want to give some prompt to my LLM, first of all I have to create the prompt template. So here I'm creating my prompt template, and here I'm using the chat completion model. That's why I have to give the system prompt as well as the user prompt. So this is my system prompt. You are a helpful assistant. Please respond to the user request only based on the given context. Now this is the user. So user, in case actually what user will pass the question, and they can also pass the context. Okay, so context wise they can also pass. So this is my entire prompt template I have created. Now I'm initializing the model. I'm using the GPT 3.5 turbo model and as well as the output parser. Okay, now this is a basic simple chain I'm creating with the help of LCL, that means LangChain expression language. And I already told you this kinds of ecosystem supports latest LangChain. Okay, the second generation of LangChain. Okay, if you're using the legacy LangChain, in case actually it won't be working. Okay, that's why I already told you have to learn the second generation of LangChain. Now this is my simple chain prompt model and output parser. So first of all, prompt will be created, then it will pass to the model. Model will give me the response, and it will pass to the output parser, and output parser will return the string output. Okay, this is the idea. Now let me create the chain. Now here is my question. So here I'm giving one question: can you summarize this story? And story wise, I've given this particular story, you can see inside the context. So I have copy pasted this story from Google. So if you can search like English story, we'll be getting different story. So here you can paste anything, or if you have any other documents, you can also pass it here. Okay, now this is my question, can you summarize this story or not? Okay, so this is my question. Now here I'm passing it to my actually chain. So chain.invoke question is equal to question I'm giving, and the context is equal to context I'm giving. Okay, now see if I execute it. So here I will get the summary. Okay, this is the entire summary actually I got. Now if you go to the LangSmith, okay, if you go to the LangSmith, and if I go to the, let's say tracking project, okay, in this section, now you'll see that the latest actually track would be visible. So this is my previous one. Okay, this is my previous one. You can see the timing. Okay, in this timing, at this time actually I was experimenting this application. Now this is the new one, test app. The name actually I have given inside my environment variable. It is utilizing the same name. Okay, now you can see the created date and everything. It would be visible. Now you can also see some of the like messages like error rate. So are you getting any error or not? Then latency. Okay, like how much actually time it took to execute the application. Okay, so different actually log you can see. Now total token, total cost. See, now you can track you can monitor your cost, like how much it is charging. So here we are using OpenAI model. So the request actually I send. Okay, so based on the request, what is the charge? So see, it is charging $0.0000181. Okay, and this is the date. Now I can also open it up and I can see detailedly, okay, what it's trying to say. Now see, entire log you can see here. Okay, like the run count, like only one time I executed, the total cost, okay, then token and latency, okay, everything you can see here. Okay, everything, all the metadata you can visualize here, okay, in this LangSmith platform. So this is one amazing platform they have created. Now if you want to see in detail, so what you can do, simply you can click here. See, it is logging as a runnable sequence. Okay, now I think you can answer me why runnable sequence, because I already told you whenever we create a change, that means we are executing runnable, yes or no, sequence of runnable. Okay, that's why it is logging as a runnable sequence. Okay, now inside runnable sequence, what we have, guys, we have different kinds of runnable. Okay, like we have our model, we have our prompt. Okay, then we have the output parser, and you can see this is the input. Okay, this is my input and this is the context. Based on that, it has given me this particular answer, output. Okay, if you want to see as a JSON, you can also see. If you want to say as a YAML file, you can also see. Okay, now status is success, that means there was no error. Now you can see the feedback. So if any feedback is required, it will automatically give you the feedback. It will also show you the metadata, like what is the version and everything you are using. Okay, so everything it will show you. Everything it will show you. That means each and everything you can monitor here of your application. Okay, so this is one of the amazing product actually LangChain team has developed. Even personally, I prefer a lot. So it will give you the entire clear-cut idea about your application, like the cost, everything. Okay, everything. Even you can also evaluate your application. Okay, so I think future will also show that how we can evaluate our application. Now see, apart from that, I think some more functionality are there. So let me open it up. So what I can show you the monitor section. So inside monitor section, it will show you the graph based on the, let's say, hour and day basis. So I just executed my project as of now. That's why there is nothing. But after 1 year or after 9 days, okay, or 1 day, you will see it will show you the different graph, like volume, latency, tokens, cost, okay, streaming, everything it will show you. Now setup wise, if you want to set up it, so they are also giving the tutorial, but I don't need it. I already set up this project. Now I'll go to the run section. I'll click on the all runs. And inside all runs, you'll see whatever runnables you had, everything it will show you. Let's say, so I had different runnables, get, remember. So prompt was there, model was there, output parser was there. Okay, so you can see output parser, our model, okay, then our prompt. Okay, now this is the sequence runnable, that means the entire runnable. Now you can also open them individually. Let's say I want to see the output parser only. In case, I can open it up and I can see, okay, what output parser is doing. It is giving me the string as in output. Okay, that's how we can see the model size, model as well. So what is the model you are using? Okay, the model input, model output, everything it is visible. Okay, and the token, the cost, okay, everything it will show you. So with the help of this LangSmith, we can do some more advanced stuff. Maybe in future I will also show you, but as of now, that's how you can monitor your entire application. Okay, in MLOps, if you have used something called ML flow, anyone. So I think you can relate, okay, ML flow with this LangSmith, because in ML flow also we can track our experiment. Okay, so inside this LangSmith also we can track our experiment. Let's say you are executing for the next time, second time. So what I can do, that's I can change this question. So here I can write, can you summarize this story? Instead of that, I can just write, what is this story all about? Okay, all about. Now if I again execute, okay, now see, if I go to the LangSmith again, and if I just click here test tab, now see the second execution, okay, the second log just 1.92 seconds ago. Okay, sorry, it's a latency, but you can see the time as well. So I can show you the time. I think time, you see, you can see the time. Okay, got it. So you can see this is the next experiment. Now if I open it up, so you can see this is the question, and this was my actually context, and this is my response. Okay, so that's how we can track a different experiment, okay, with different actually, let's say, runnables, different actually input output. Okay, everything you can trace. So this is why important, I think, whenever you are creating production grade application, so you should also integrate this kinds of functionality. And to integrate it, so you only just need to add this particular syntax. Okay, that's it, and everything would be automated in the platform itself. I hope now you are clear with this LangSmith, okay, how LangSmith works.